Hey YouTube, it's Hunter coming at you with another YouTube video. I know. So I was making my little vlog and my first DFN that should be uploading right now to the channel. And thinking about my next edit project and thinking about, reading my next book, which is Again But Better. And I thought, hold up. You're uploading all these videos and you have these great ideas about what you want to do, but no one knows you. Doesn't that seem kind of weird? I mean, you want to get to know the person that you're watching. So I thought it would be really cool to jump on board and do a BookTube Newbie Tag. I'm really excited. I scoured for your typical BookTube Tag questions. So let's get started. Why am I out of breath? Question number 1. Where are you joining us from? I am from sunny California. I live in a small town called Santa Cruz. It is about an hour away from San Jose. It's a cute little town. And I've been living here for about 5 years. Question 2. How old are you? Oh, wow. I'm 25. My birthday is January 3rd. I'm a Capricorn. Go Capricorns. Whoop whoop. Next question. Question number 3. Why did you join BookTube? That is an excellent question, and one that is the prime of doing BookTube. So I've always loved reading. It's always been my passion. It's always been my escape when I don't want to deal with things, or I just want something other than what I have. And so I would always turn to reading, and it was such an integral part of my life. It was always with me. It was always something I could count on. So I decided to join BookTube because I started to watch YouTube videos of booktubers. Just being able to have the free reign and the free will to just outrightly say, I love this book, this is why, or I don't like this book, this is why. And I think just being able to share that with complete strangers and just being able to just look at the camera and, hi, hello, this is Lily. Anyway, to just look at the camera and be like, you know what? I love books. This is what I want to do. So that's why I joined BookTube. I love books. Books have always been a part of me, and I wanted to be able to share that part of my life. And I wanted to be able to be like, you know what? I am going to give my opinion on these books. And the great thing is that people can agree, people can disagree. That's YouTube, that's the internet. But I am just thankful every day that I get to read books and that I get to review them for all of you out there. And one thing I have noticed about BookTube is it actually forces you to read, which is great because I had been in a reading slump sometime last year, and it really stunk because I love reading so much, and there was just a part of me in that time that just masked that love, and it was so hard for me to get back into reading. But now that I am, it just reminds me how close I am to reading and how much I love it. So that's why I joined BookTube. Question number 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? Jane Eyre is my favorite Bronte. Question number 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? I love Jane Eyre, so I wanted to put Charlotte Bronte in the title. So I came up with the Bookish Bronte because I love books and I feel very bookish, and I love Charlotte Bronte, so I am the Bookish Bronte. It sounds cliche, it sounds kind of weird sometimes when I say my name, my username out loud, but it suits me and I really like it. So I hope it sticks. Question number 5. What types of books do you read or want to talk about here? That is a great question. I really enjoy, lately I've been really enjoying young adult, and I've really enjoyed the books I've read there so far. So I really want to do more YA novels, but I also kind of want to teach myself how to give myself a broader, a more extensive palette for reading. So for example, I recently finished, actually no, that's a lie. I didn't finish Perks of Being a Wallflower. I actually had to DNF it because it just turned out I just didn't like that book. So there are going to be times probably where I end up not liking a book or what have you, but for me, I take it away as, you know what, I tried reading. And at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I just want to read, whether I turn out not to like the book and I don't finish it, or I love the book and I finish it and it just stays with me, like Daisy Jones and the Six. That book was amazing. I'm going to review that book. Probably have to reread it because I don't remember a lot of the plot, but I want to get to that again because it was really good. Okay, so yeah, I just, like I said, I want to be able to expand my palette of books, and so I really think giving myself a book channel will really help pave that way. I'm excited to get going because I know that I'm doing it because I want to do it, and I also know that I'm doing it because I get to share what I'm doing with all of you. So again, thank you. Question number 6. Who are some of your favorite authors? You know, I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. The only book I'm not a huge fan of are The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So let's see. There's her. I recently read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Her writing is really good. I have the prequel to Throne of Glass, so I'm hoping to get to that soon. I do like Stephanie Meyer. I was into the big Twilight phase in school. I did read the Harry Potter series, but I'm actually going to go back and reread them because I don't think they made as an impression on me as I was hoping they would. So I really want to reread those because I really want to understand why everyone loves these books, and I feel so bad because I feel like I'm the only one that's not like, yay, Harry Potter, but I want to get there. So I love Jane Austen. I mean, I can't name a few. Number 7, the last book I read was Perks of Being a Wallflower. Unfortunately, I did have to DNF that. So yeah. Okay, number 8. What are you currently reading? I am actually continuing my August to be read pile, and I'm continuing with Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I don't know, every time I see her name I think of Christina Ricci. So I'm excited to get into that book. Question 9, what do you use for a bookmark? I have a good selection of bookmarks that I choose from, and the tag that actually came on the shirt is actually an old book, like an old book card from library books, and it is the coolest thing ever. So I'm actually currently using that as a bookmark, and I love it so much. I love it so much. It's like, it's so cool. It's so cool. I can't. I could rave all day about just this one little piece of paper. It's crazy, honestly. All right, number 10. Show us your current TBR pile. Currently, my TBR pile is this, Again But Better. I actually have Crazy Rich Asians that I am planning to read after this. And then that's actually the last book on my August TBR pile video that I had done previously. I'm actually going to reread the Harry Potter series, and I'm actually going to reread it hopefully before September, before the second movie comes out, because I'm so excited to see that movie. So that's what I have right now on my TBR pile. It will probably go into September, which is fine. Number 11, which do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback, ebooks or physical books, owning or borrowing books? I love this question so much because it's so easy for me. I enjoy hardcover because it feels more sturdy. It feels like it could really take a beating. Not that I beat my books. Not that I do anything crazy to my books. I'm just saying if my book were to accidentally fall, you would know that the pages wouldn't be like ripped or torn or, damaged beyond repair, because, the book itself is so like sturdy and so I do enjoy hardcover books. I do enjoy paperbacks though, because some of the paperbacks, they're tiny, and so they can easily fit in any bag I'm carrying, and I always have a book with me anywhere I go. So paperbacks are ideal because you can easily fit, like I can easily fit 1, 2, or 3 in my purse, and it's no problem. So I like both hardcover and paperbacks for different reasons. Okay, ebooks or physical books. I do not like ebooks. I am a physical copy girl all the way. I mean, have you smelled books? They smell so good. They smell like, is there a candle for the book smell? Because if there is, hook a girl up, because I would fill my house with that smell because it's so good. All right, Hunter, calm down. You're scaring the people. I understand that ebooks are lighter. You can carry like 1,000 books just in one little device. And everything's there in the palm of your hand. I understand that, I really do. But I feel like there's nothing more satisfying than being able to turn a page and being able to smell the book and being able to just, it's almost like the book that you're reading is giving you a hug. You're hugging this book, and you're hugging the characters and the plot and everything with you, and it's all like going into your heart. And there's just something so magical about that. Owning or borrowing books. I like owning books. Number 12, what book or series got you into reading? I honestly cannot remember the first book I ever read, but I'm gonna go on a limb here and say I think it was the Twilight series when I was in high school. That kind of got me into reading. A Court of Thorns and Roses actually got me into reading more young adult. So I would have to say after reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, the level of interest I've had in young adult books have just skyrocketed. So it's just, I'm always hitting up the YA section of my local bookstore every time I go. Yeah, I would say Twilight. I have found an interest in young adult stories. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of going right now. Number 13, how did you discover BookTube? I actually discovered BookTube from my first booktuber that I ever watched. That's Hannah from A Clockwork Reader. She really gave me the voice to say, you know what, there are other people out there like me, and I want to share that with them, and I want to talk with them about books. And it opened something inside me. Recently, my husband and I suffered a loss, and I kind of found myself in a very dark place. And I watched one of her videos, and something inside me opened up. Like, I love books. I have always loved books. And it was almost like there was this hidden layer of myself that said, this is what I want to do. I want to read, and I want to share my love of books with everyone. And so every day I get up and it's like, I'm so excited to read, because every time I finish a book, I have that accomplishment of, I finished this book, and then I can talk about it, and then I can share my thoughts with it and share my love with it. And just being able to do that is just such a great opportunity. And I will always be grateful for the many booktubers that I have watched and learned from over this month that I've done it. So I can never say thank you enough. I greatly appreciate this whole community, and I'm really excited to make this name for myself and hope that, it's not about subscribers for me. It's not about being popular for me. It's about sharing my love and talking to all of you about your books that you love, and, having a discussion and just sharing our love of books with each other. It's honestly just as simple as that for me. So thank you. All right, sappy stuff out of the way. Number 14, what challenges do you think you'll face on your own channel? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, work is coming up soon for me. So filming and finding content might become a little tricky for me, but I don't know. I think with the challenges, I think maybe becoming redundant. I don't know, that's such a difficult question. Maybe I might come back to that one, but right now I can't really think of anything. Number 15, where else can we find you? I have a book reads channel. I recently created my own Twitter account, and I have my own Instagram account, which I will actually link down below if you are interested in following me and seeing the books I've read and just saying hi. Number 16, why did you start this channel? I feel like that's would kind of be the same answer to number 3. Honestly, I love books and I want to share my love of books. Number 17, why do you love reading? Oh, well, I'm just going to give my same answer I did in my very first video. When I read a book and it's so good that it sucks me into its world, I am the main character and I'm fighting a battle, or I'm falling in love for the first time, or I'm facing consequences, or I'm being brave, or I'm being scared, or just the fact that I can easily warp into this world that I'm reading about and just get lost in it. That there's something so magical about that, isn't there? I mean, to be able to easily transport yourself from this world to another world and just effortlessly lose yourself. And after you read a really good book, it's a book hangover. After you read a really good book, you don't know what to do with yourself. I remember after reading Daisy Jones and the Six, I just looked at my husband and I just said, now what? He said, well, now you read another book. I said, but how can I read another book after I just read that? I mean, that's what I love about reading, that a book can do that to you. It can just take each book you read has a piece of your heart with it. My grandfather-in-law, he was Danish. He came over here from Copenhagen, and he taught himself to read by reading comic books. And I think that that's such a beautiful thing, that books and comic books and any type of literature can do that to you. And it's just so... I want to give a piece of myself, and I want to give a piece of my heart to every book that I read, and every one of you who are watching me or reading the books that I recommend. Just to be able to know that there are people out there who understand my fangirl moments, or who understand me when I cry about how great a book was, or I'm mad at a book. To know that there are other people who feel that way. And it's such a raw feeling, and that's reading. That is why I love reading. So I hope this was a good video, a good get to know me video. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I am very honored to be able to share this channel with you. So thank you. Thank you. I feel so honored to be able to share this channel with all of you. So I just can't say thank you enough. So I'm just gonna get off here and read my book before I just start crying. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm planning to put out new videos every